Yeah, like a 6-year-old.
That was an epic fail.
Penises and vagina men. Let's get ready to rub one out.
Every week you do this to yourself.
No.
And all
No.
I gotta do. What's up? Welcome to episode 21 of the Startup X Gaming News Podcast, presented by. He's trying. That tapping sound you just heard was him trying to ruin the intro.
Ruined the intro. Ruined.
Presented by Too Sick TV.
Yes, because Too Sick TV is sponsoring this podcast. See this nice backdrop they fucking got for us? They also sponsored the Bud Light.
They didn't sponsor Bud Light.
No.
I'm your host.
Guy brought the blanket, brought the Bud Light, though.
Sick Sensei. Joining me today, the dumbass who always starts the intro wrong.
Are we really kicking it off like this? Damn!
Sick Lawless.
This is a hypocrisy.
Do you not want to start it off like this?
It's too late. We're already in it now.
Also joining me today, Sick Psycho.
What's happening?
Not a whole lot, man. I'm kind of pissed. I'm kind of aggravated with
no
active.
surprise there.
Wait, no, we can't start this off like this.
With what?
The whole rub one out thing. That's just not gonna work.
No, you said it. It's too late.
He's too turned on thinking about
He's
rubbing
already
one out.
pissed off. We're already going, dude. Game over.
I'm already pissed off.
He's already pissed off, and apparently me and Psycho are already going rubbing one out.
Yeah.
I am way too close to these two gentlemen for this nonsense.
You're in the middle.
So I'm mad, right? You got
skiing.
Oh my god.
Six and J. Ross bitch on the podcast.
If we could continue. Fuck me, dude. So I'm pissed, right?
I would be too.
I'm pissed about all of this nonsense, along with this Call of Duty Elite app. You know, it comes out on the iPhone, and you had some problems with it. Tell me some of your problems before I get into the Android nonsense.
I didn't really have any problems with it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Exactly what I expected. Yeah, a little bit of bullshit. They don't really offer you anything. It's just like a very bland. It's, you know, they show like your recent. It says recent matches. You click on that, and it's the last match you played. It's one match. That's all they show you.
Well, for me, it shows a couple matches.
Really?
Yeah, it actually shows a couple matches.
No shit.
My problem is, for the hardcore player who doesn't want to get down to the nitty-gritty of what you've been doing, right? I want to see how many kills I got with a certain weapon. I want to see the headshots. I want to see how many deaths I've taken with a weapon, how much time I've spent with a weapon, how much time I've spent sprinting. I don't give a shit. I want to know everything about the damn game. I want to know, you know, I want to know how many times I've thrown a concussion grenade, and, you know, they had all of that shit in Black Ops in the player card. They had everything. And that's what I expected to see in the Call of Duty Elite app on your phone. It's capable of doing it. Why not?
It is. Couple updates down the road. They're gonna show all that.
I don't think so.
I think they will. They're not gonna feed us this. They're not gonna give you the ability to change your classes on the fly from your cell phone.
That's what everybody wanted, so they had to deliver
exactly.
that part.
They had to deliver that part. The rest of it could wait, right?
The rest of it can't wait. I have... you witnessed this for the first time a few minutes ago. I'm on Android. You're on iPhone. So I got the Android Call of Duty Elite app. We're going to throw that in quotations because it is a direct iPhone port.
Yes.
It doesn't even use the entire screen. It uses... My screen's a little bit bigger than the iPhone screen, and it only uses the amount of screen that an iPhone would use.
Yes.
So I'm missing like a 1/4 inch on the side and about 1 inch on the bottom, and it just
1/4 inch on the side.
Yeah, it's just a little strip. Just a little strip.
Yeah, about that big.
I mean, I'm missing a lot of screen. And then the iPhone comes built in with, with the Android phones come built in with the menu button, the home button, the back button, and a search button. 4 buttons at the bottom for those who don't know. The back button be the key here. Most iPhone apps and everything have to have their back buttons built in, and then like a settings menu button and everything built into the app, taking up real estate. Your Android apps don't have to have that. You have a back button. Now, I pressed the back button on the Elite app, and it doesn't work. My little phone vibrates. It makes the sound like I'm clicking some shit, but it doesn't do anything. And I also have the what are you staring at right now?
I'm into the conversation.
He's making faces at me. Anyway. So I have to press the iPhone back button on the damn app, and I'm a little pissed about that. Like, how fucking lazy can you be making your billions of dollars over there making Call of Duty?
They were like, okay, we promised, we made it out, we got it out for the iPhone. We said it'll be out next week on Androids.
No. What happened was,
they
were making this cool ass Android app, and they're like, wait, when you said it was gonna be out? Oh fuck! Let's just port the iPhone app.
Let's just port it over.
Now, what would be funny is if somebody just hit like save and send, and they just sent the iPhone app instead of the fucking Android.
I think the accident would have been rectified by now. Yeah, I just think that shit is just. I mean, it's a lazy failure, and it just shows that they don't have the consideration for
the
their
whole
fan base.
late delivery is like
the
a
whole
failure.
late delivery. Yeah, you ain't lying. I mean, shit, it was supposed to come out with the game day one launch. Elite's gonna be this badass thing. And the Elite freaking website didn't even work, much less the iPhone and Android apps.
Dude, you code.
I'm a little pissed right now.
You code video games. Like, how hard is it to code a fucking iPhone app?
Too many problems with the game to worry about the iPhone apps. Too many patches. Type 95 overpowered. FMGs beating fucking primaries. And I mean, too many problems with the game to be able to worry about the apps. Now the game is running pretty smoothly. I mean, your connections are relatively solid. Let's not go too far with that. But I mean,
yeah, if you got 50 up, 50 down, you play like a champ.
Well, I mean, now they can focus a little attention, put a little team on what they promised us we were going to get, and we're not getting it. We're still, I mean, Android is a joke, man. That shit is a joke.
I mean, like, I would be really pissed if I owned an Android phone and got a port from the iPhone app on my shit.
Joke.
And
that's like about this big.
Yeah.
It's retarded. I mean, it just trips me out. But in other Call of Duty news, a job listing at Infinity Ward may have outed a Call of Duty game for the next-gen console. That's the key. Of course, we got a Call of Duty game coming out in 2012, in 2013, and 14, and 15. But the key here is they're listing jobs, they're listing jobs for a next-gen console. They're looking for a person who is able to code games and do 3D animations for the next-gen console. Expertise in next generation is what it says.
Well, that really doesn't mean shit, though.
Well,
because they picked up Sledgehammer Games as well to work on this Call of Duty series.
Who is also listing job titles for the same types of things, yeah. So what that means is, right, last week and the week before we talked about the next-gen consoles coming out. They're going to talk about them at E3 this year. Sony come out and said, no, we ain't talking about shit. No PS4 coming out this year. Or no, we're not even going to talk about it at E3. My prediction is sometime this year they're going to talk about it. Maybe they're holding back for Tokyo Game Show because Sony, it's Japan, maybe they're holding back. Sometime this year they're going to talk about PlayStation 4. And we all know that they're not, adverse to lying to us because, they told us last year that, what's his name? Friggin' Twisted Metal guy, Gears of War guy. David Jaffe was not going to be at E3, and he shows up in an ice cream truck talking about...
Nothing to do with Gears of War.
Did I say Gears of War?
Yes, you did.
I said Twisted Metal guy.
And then you said Gears of War.
Did I say Gears of War? God of War. Fail on my part. God of War. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. No, but I'm saying they told us he would not be there, and he was there. So we know they're not against lying to us just to keep the rumors out. But maybe they'll sell it. But this is more talk about next gen consoles, at least for the Xbox side, because Call of Duty is Xbox.
A reveal for a next year release at most.
2013. That's what we keep saying. That's what we're going to stick by that, right? You sticking by that?
Job listings for next gen Call of Duty game. I mean, that to me that doesn't mean much. It doesn't hold much water. It's. They could be talking about it now, hiring now, not working on the project for another 6-7 months.
Well, they could be working on it.
They could be working on the project for release for another year or 2 years.
They could already be working on the project and need some more help. We don't know. This is just something that come out. They listing jobs, and this is supposed to be a little kind of secret, and it got out. So it's kind of like leaked news, if you will, and it's being taunted as if this is kind of another small inkling that the next gen consoles are coming sooner than some people think. So that kind of goes along with one of our rumors. Actually, I'll jump along in the agenda here. A rumor comes out. The company says, I'm not going to state the company because it's kind of weird, but the company says Microsoft or Sony will stop making consoles in 2012.
I think that's fucking stupid.
I think if that comes true,
dude, if any company's going to do it, it's Nintendo.
Right?
Well, no, what you mean is if any company needs to do it, it's Nintendo.
I mean, Microsoft and
Nintendo
Sony,
needs to go the
Microsoft and
Sega
Sony's
route.
only on the rise right now. I mean, Nintendo's.
Gaming is too big.
To tell you the truth, I think Nintendo's plateaued. I don't think the Wii U's going to do shit. The 3DS is done. I mean,
no, the 3DS is kicking ass right now. Monster Hunter released in Japan and it fucking blew up.
I think it's plateaued though. I don't think it's going to get any higher. I think they're only going to go down.
Like the Wii U's gimmick is their big ass fucking controller. I don't think that's going to do very well.
Dude, it's basically like another mobile gaming device too.
I mean, I saw some tech demos from CES, and they had one thing that looked cool, right? Picture this. Google Maps, kind of thing, where you're driving down the street. Now, your big screen shows you driving down the street. And that's cool. Google Maps does that on your computer and everything like that. But the little mini handheld controller allowed you to look around. It used the camera to notate your location, and you could look around as in 3D space. Now, this was a tech demo. I've never seen Google Maps work this good, but it was pretty freaking sweet. I mean, they were looking around, looking at buildings. The car's driving down the street, and you're driving down the street with it.
Is that like a tech demo or like
it's a tech demo? This will never.
Demo?
No. This will never come out. I mean, no. There was a random person. Person walks up and holds it, and looks around. I mean, I watched some videos about it. I mean, it looked really damn cool. Again, this will never come out. This is a tech demo. I mean, it looks like cool technology. But there again, like all other cool technology, or most other cool technology that comes to gaming platforms, it never gets supported properly. Developers don't make anything that really stands out, that really says, I have to have this no matter what. Especially for the hardcore gamer. It's all nonsense, Yeah. It's all absolute nonsense. Speaking of things that you had something to say?
Well, I was just about to say, like, as far as Sony or Microsoft stopping their console cycle, dude,
it's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
My call on this rumor, and this is actually a pretty big rumor. I know it sounds like nonsense, but this is actually a pretty big rumor that come out, and people are actually talking about it a little bit because of the source is mildly credible. I'm saying hell no. They're not going to stop. PS4 is already in the process of being made. The next Xbox 720 or Xbox Loop or whatever they're going to call this thing, that's definitely coming out.
I mean, Microsoft's got way too much invested in Xbox Live to go ahead and dump their consoles,
Now, the only question I had about this rumor, right, is were they saying specifically the console itself? The console that hooks to the television? Are they talking about maybe they're going to unify their units into one thing?
Well,
I mean,
if that's the case, that's different. But then again, it's not... you can't just not call it a console because it's like a console bundle, and then it's still a console.
Yeah, I mean, that's like when you throw a DVD player in a TV. It's a DVD.
But say
TV
Microsoft's
combo.
going the route that they originally intended with the Xbox. This is the last system you're ever going to have to buy, where it's all upgradable. But I don't know. I don't see that happening.
So they're gonna be making desktops.
Well,
now?
Exactly. Then it's gonna be just like the PC. Like you buy the PC, and most people they're like, oh, I don't want to do all that shit. They're like, I'm just gonna go buy a new one.
I'm just gonna buy another PC because this PC's turned to shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the hardware goes out of date. I mean, what was it, 1995 when Bill Gates said nobody will ever use a gigabyte? What are you, fucking stupid? This video you're watching right now is probably about 3 gigs right here with all the content created. So, I mean, that's just nonsense. Everything's going to have to be replaced, upgraded, especially in the world of technology. But speaking of unused technology, I wanted to segue a few minutes ago. Now it's kind of a weird segue, but I'm going to go with it anyway. The Kinect. Right, that's something that most of your hardcore gamers aren't into, and hardcore games being the key here. Mass Effect is what I would consider a hardcore game. It's an RPG. It's not for your average, everyday gamer. It's not for your. Well, it is for your everyday gamer, but it's not for your.
They don't appreciate it as much as hardcore.
What's the Wii gamer called? I'm fucking losing my train of thought.
Lame gamer.
The lame gamer. social gamer kind of thing. The Kinect. I saw a a trailer today talking about the Connect with Mass Effect 3. And, man, they were talking about this guy saying, I'm going to buy Connect exclusively just to play Mass Effect 3 because it was so cool to play and say grunt, blast shot, or whatever the hell he was saying, you know? And it's like, he would say, you know, charge or something like that, and then it would happen all late. And it's like, it's just... I can't picture myself sitting here screaming at the TV, talking about commands and shit.
I mean, if it's real time,
no, it's not.
Maybe,
yeah.
But like you said, you know, like you know how I am when I'm playing multiplayer.
This motherfucker's
I'm silent. I don't say shit. You want to call out for me? You looking at the wrong person. Like I'm into it.
I wanted to do
playing,
game battles with this kid, but that'll never work.
Like that's a wrap. Like you're not gonna hear shit from me unless I'm lagging. Then you'll hear me bitching. But other than that, like I'm fucking quiet. I'm definitely not trying to sit there and scream at my TV like to somebody who's not even there.
I know.
You know, like,
you're all by yourself. Who the hell are you screaming at? I mean, it just seems like nonsense. I mean. I think some of the dashboard stuff is cool, you know, not having to grab your controller. You can walk by and just kind of wave at it and do this and, you know, hover over one thing. I mean, if you're not going to play a game, if you're not going to do, you know, what Xbox is gravitating towards is more the media and all of that stuff. If you're not playing a game, why pick up a controller? You can do this shit. You can talk to it, and that's all cool for the integration stuff, for the navigation stuff. But, I mean, as far as, like, playing games, like, leave that shit... Like, you just kind of leave it away, dude.
Well, coolest thing I've seen so far.
Playing hardcore games.
Either that or developers have to get more into the Connect. They have to.
I'm not trying to scream while I'm playing Mass Effect. I'm like into it, like, oh shit, this battle's really happening right now. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying anything, but oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I mean, there's some people that would help. There's some people that would appreciate that, like being able to sit there and communicate with a video game or whatever. But you know, people like us, like we're not
hardcore gamers.
Yeah, we're not trying to do that, dude. Like for real.
I can appreciate what
I got a wife and kids at home. Like, I can't be sitting there screaming at the fucking TV telling it all kinds of stupid shit, bro.
Most definitely.
Like, I'm trying to have sex with my wife at the end of the night. I'm not trying to have her call me a fucking retard for screaming at the screen.
Unless you're raging at Call of Duty.
Right? But, I mean, I don't know. The coolest thing that I've seen so far and, like, what would be considered a hardcore game is the gunsmith shit in Ghost Recon.
But that was back to what I was saying. That was the menus. That was the navigation.
Yeah, that's
that was
like something
that.
very
Keep
simple.
it out the game.
Yeah, that's not like
but the menus is
around, you know, in the game, you know, actual gameplay. That's like, you know, you just break the shit apart.
If I was playing that game, what was that game? Was that...
That's Advanced Warfighter, right?
Yeah,
no,
I think so.
Future Soldier.
Whatever it was really cool.
Ghost Recon Future Soldier.
Yeah.
It was really cool because I would get into the menu, set my controller down, stand up, and fuck with my gun. I would do that. I would stand up and like mess with things and get it all right. Yeah. Sit back down and get into the game. Because that's what I do. You know, you zone out, you get into it, you do your thing. I mean, if you communicate with your teammates, you're doing your thing. But building a gun is kind of like, that would feel cool to like interact with your gun, you know, to be part of your gun. That would be cool. I think that's probably one of the best implementations, just, you know, as far as hardcore gaming goes, right? Because the dancing and all of that stuff really, it works really well. You know, it all of that shit really does work. But we're talking about hardcore gamers here, and that's one of the best implementations I have ever seen, as far as hardcore gaming goes. Is, you know, that interaction with your weapon and changing the different parts, and when he just did that and the gun exploded into parts and you can grab them and move them around, shit was just awesome, dude. And I loved it.
As much as they want to try to make the Wii the Kinect, like, you know, immersive, I feel like it would just take me out of the experience completely, because when you're holding that controller and you get the feel of pushing the button, pulling the trigger, moving the joystick, you know, that's the feel of gaming. You know, that's not just standing there. Hey, Timmy, what are you doing on my Kinect, Timmy? You know, it's not that. You know, that's not gaming to me.
The
you know,
thing
it's
is,
just
we're the old school gamers. We come from like the first gen consoles where we didn't have voice activated shit and like that. I think the Xbox they're trying to change the whole gaming experience, and it's not working for us. But I mean, maybe our kids or like 9-10-year-olds, they might come around to it and stuff.
I think.
But I don't think it's ever going to work for us.
If you're going to add Kinect to hardcore games, unless it's like some really over-the-top, super cool feature, keep it to where it's not necessary to have it to play the game. You know, keep it where it's at. You know, it's separated. It's there if some people want it in some games, and you don't have to have it. You know,
right?
To be able to enjoy the game, and that's fine. You know, if you want to reach an audience, reach that audience. I don't feel like I'm being excluded.
But you got to consider the development time that could have been put into potentially something else. You know.
Yeah.
You got to consider that because, you know, if it's something that's gimmicky or stupid or like a throwaway tech gimmick, they probably put a lot of time into that shit that they could have put into something else. Like Mass Effect's got a multiplayer, co-op type of multiplayer, and it may, like, let's just say, it could have maybe benefited from all the hours spent on this Kinect nonsense that nobody's really going to use for more. Like, they may use it for a level or two and be like, nah, I'm going to go back to the button. I'm not going to sit here and scream at the TV. It's a selling point maybe to sell more games of Mass Effect. Maybe it's going to sell more Kinects along with the Mass Effect bundle nonsense. But I mean, at the end of the day, the overall game could potentially suffer as a lack of, you know, development time wasted on the nonsense gimmicks, and that's the kind of thing you got to take into consideration when they're wasting their time on this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely something that could hurt them, you know, in the long run.
I mean, you know, Mass Effect's going to be good.
Yeah, Mass Effect's going to be good.
But how much better could it have been? That's the question you got to ask.
Campaign's going to be great, but like you said, like they're tacking on the multiplayer, plus they're tacking on Kinect controls. One of them's going to suck, if not both of them.
Yeah.
You know,
they
like
could have put all the time from one gimmick to the other.
And made it mediocre.
Made it mediocre. Something may be worth playing for more than 10 minutes. Both of them worth 10 minutes. The other one might have been worth an hour. You know, you get more replayability, and that's why they're doing, you know, the multiplayer stuff. But really, that's all the kind of news stuff we have for this week.
Is that it?
Are you kidding me? Damn, we burned that 12-pack quick. So anyway, now that we're good and toasty. 20-pack?
No.
Next week.
Next week.
Next week, 20-pack. So we got some negative news. Now that we're good and toasty, we're going to talk politics with you guys.
Gay.
So, yeah. But it's not gay, right? This is actually a very serious... very serious.
It's gay, and that's why it's so serious.
This is some pretty shitty stuff. So it's SOPA. You see it all over the place. If you haven't seen it, there's links in the description. You're going to be able to check out. I want you to sign a petition. Those links are in the description. You know, please be active about this. Don't just go watch a video or two and do this. Be active. Sign petitions. Yeah. Do those types of things because this is serious shit. And we're about to get into it.
Well, you have to realize how in depth this whole act is. I mean, it's not just like one or two websites. Dude, if this act goes in, it's basically shutting down 70% of the freaking internet right now.
So let me throw a couple things at you right here. I got some bullet points. There's a whole lot of shit to talk about. Obviously, we don't have all day, so we're going to touch on some bullet points that I wanted to talk about. But first of all, so SOPA, Stop Online Piracy Act. This will have the effect of enabling companies to shut down websites that are distributing or capable of distributing pirated materials. That's YouTube, that's Google, that's Facebook, that's Twitter. You know, any pirated image on Twitter, any image that you don't own on Twitter, that's your profile pic, Twitter's gone. And it's not just your profile that's gone, Twitter's gone.
Yeah.
You know, Facebook is gone. Because you uploaded a video to Facebook, you uploaded anything.
Guilty by association.
It's gone. Guilty until proven innocent. Right? You can't even fight it. Just gone. They have the rights to... It's just gone. It's just gone. And I mean, if it weren't for the internet, we wouldn't even know about this. Right? Because your mainstream media on television isn't covering SOPA. They don't care.
No. You really think the national government's gonna want people
they're not going to allow them
this?
to. They're not going to allow them to. And I mean, you know, let's see another bullet point here. If this says that, all right, this bill says that if you upload copywritten material to a website, example YouTube, you are now a criminal, and the host site can be taken down. Now, what you're saying is, you know, YouTube is just a host, right? Your channel can be taken down, but YouTube's just a host site for your copywritten material. You put it up. No, you put up the copywritten material. You're a criminal. Immediately, right? Not only that, the host site is also criminally affected and taken down. Is that insane?
That's fucking stupid. That's way
this is
over the
online
top,
censorship, and it's just it's too freaking much. And I mean, what else you want to talk about here? According to the bill, so sites. Here we go. Google, YouTube, Amazon, eBay, Yahoo, and Wikipedia are all considering a day for a blackout in order to protest SOPA. And the guess is, the rumor is, the speculation, if you will, is that that's going to be January 23rd. Because on January 24th, That is the day that legislation will come together to talk about this bill. They will come together to, you know, to make a decision. So the 23rd, they're figuring they're going to take down these sites. God, you know, if they take down these sites, do you realize how much money they're going to be losing? I mean, YouTube, Google, eBay, Amazon, Yahoo, Wikipedia. Wikipedia has built the largest ever encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Ever in the history of mankind.
Dude, every day we get into arguments like,
Google it.
What's this?
Wikipedia. You know,
throw it on Wiki.
I mean, it's just, you know, if they take this down though, I mean, this is showing a huge step in their faith that, or not faith, but this is a huge protest in all, because the amount of money that they could lose by shutting these websites down, all the ads that are run in a single day, you're talking billions of dollars,
dude. Like, they're going after the wrong people with that shit, though. Like, fucking, you know, it's not YouTube that's capable of distributing copywritten material. It's the video downloaders.
Well,
and,
I mean,
and
so
audio
media share,
recorders.
media file,
and
media
file
fire,
share websites and shit like that. Like,
but
you know,
but it's not their fault, right? There's already bills and laws and there's already things in place, right, to stop all of this. To help you eliminate it. There's federal laws already in place. This is going to give them the instantaneous shutdown of a website, right? Your internet service provider has to, not option, has to no longer allow you access to that website because they say so. And you know who's for this bill? I'm going to read off a small piece of this list, just picking out some big names for you. A small piece of this list of the big names that are supporting this bill. Disney, Marvel Entertainment, that's your comic books, all your comic book movies, everything. ABC, NBC, the NFL, the MLB, along with ESPN, right? Universal Entertainment, Visa, MasterCard, they're all for SOPA. I mean, this is some huge buy. I don't even know what I was saying earlier. These are some huge supporters for this bill, and I mean, this thing is so vague that it's going to give him an opportunity to just shut your shit down, bro. Yeah. You got to stop this shit. Like I said, comment section.
They're going to be pushing that red button all day long.
Dude, in the description, you have to vote. Please, God, vote. Yeah. Stop this shit from happening. Show your legislation that you care. You voted these people in office. If they go for this, it's our fault. Yeah. It's your fault. It's our fault. We put them in office. They're making these decisions. I mean, and this bill can only go as far as we let it go.
This shit is so stupid, bro.
It's internet censorship, and it's sad to really think about that. You know, internet. Nobody owns the internet, right? The government doesn't own it. You know, nobody owns it. It's an entity. I mean, we talk about it like it's a tangible thing. It's not. You know, it's just an interconnection of everything.
I gotta think, dude. They pass SOPA, you won't be able to see us anymore. I mean, what the hell? That's just. That's no.
I mean, you know, Lawless created this image, but this is Xbox, this is PlayStation. Oh,
is that copyright infringement?
Is that copyright infringement? I mean, they were trying to take example. They were trying to take a video of a baby, cute little baby, doing something kind of funny. They were taking it down, forcing YouTube to take this video down because way off in the background, playing on the television, was a commercial that had a copywritten song on it. Is that a joke?
That's fucking stupid. That's like over the top.
Yeah, it's too much, right? I can understand if I took a song that was copywritten and I added a montage to the copywritten song and I didn't have permission to use it, didn't have any rights, and you know, and I put it on YouTube and then
ran advertisements on it and
tried to make money off of their copyright material.
That's different.
That's different. That's way different. If I try to make money off of somebody else's copyright material, I feel you, dog. Come after my ass. I shouldn't be making money on your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Joe Blow posts his 4-year-old little kid dancing to fucking some stupid song that he recorded on his video camera, and it's his first video he ever uploaded. No way he's partnered. No way he's running advertisements. It's gonna get yanked down by the government because
YouTube's gonna get shut down.
YouTube's gonna get shut down. It's all fucking coming down because of that shit. That's fucking retarded.
Because his son was dancing to "I'm Sexy and I Know It."
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much how it goes. You know, I mean, one of the big entertainment companies, right? Snoop Dogg, I think it was, or P. Diddy. A couple artists come together and made a video. Big artists. I don't remember the names. I'm sorry about that. But big artists come together, made a video protesting SOPA A huge entertainment company forced YouTube to take it down. Forced them to take it down, and it wasn't any copyright infringement.
No shit.
Because some law passed in 2009 or something said that they had that right to take it down. I mean, this shit is just, it's already at the cusp of being full internet censorship, and this is just going to push it overboard. And we got to do something about it. So, you know, we just have to do something about it. So I'll say it again. In the description, I'm putting all kind of links. Just click the links. Go check it out. Go read. Go. I mean, I signed a petition today for Google. All I had to do was put my name and put my zip code. Done. That's it.
All I can say right now is anonymous, fight the good fight on this one.
Fight the good fight, baby. That's right. And they are. They are fighting the good fight. They are already out there doing their thing. Anonymous is, you know, sometimes you kind of support them, sometimes you don't. But in this case, get it, girl.
Yeah.
Get it, girl. We want you to do your thing. But I mean, that's really all we have for today. I don't really want to harp on that shit too much. It's kind of pissing me off, along with the Android phone and all of this nonsense.
Yeah.
SOPA sucks.
SOPA sucks.
SOPA sucks.
SOPA sucks. So anyway, guys, that's it. That's everything. That's it. Android sucks. I'm sorry, not Android. What you call it? Activision sucks at making apps for Android.
Yeah.
They made an iPhone app and ported it straight the fuck over. And SOPA sucks, like you said.
Yeah.
That's it. What is this, episode 21 for Startup X Gaming News? I'm Six Sensei. Thank you, Lawless.
No problem.
Thank you, Psycho.
Anytime.
Startup X, and we're out.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.